I can't believe it. He was right again. When will I learn not to wager my gold against Razumdar's instincts? He said you would be coming this way. Is it true, then? Did you persuade the Wilder King to swear loyalty to Queen Irene? The Wilder Queen, eh? Times are changing in Valenwood, aren't they? All this has put the Dominion in a delicate position. I suppose that's why it's so important that we are here. Razumdar sent me here to await your arrival. He wants you to join him as quickly as possible. It seems Vicereeve Peladil came this way after stealing the staff of Magnus. Who can be certain? I suspect he merely seeks to find a ship and flee back to the Somerset Isles. Perhaps he is determined to see Prince Naaman's body laid to rest there. Razumdar has his own suspicions, though, and he seemed quite concerned. He was unwilling to share his suspicions with me. Whatever his instincts may be, though, this time I will wager that he's on the mark. Undoubtedly, Razumdar intends to share his thoughts with you. You'll find him in the Thalmor headquarters.
Will you hold still? This illusion requires precision, which I cannot achieve with your tail constantly twitching.
Bah! This Thalmor mage will drive Razumdar mad. Stand here, hold this, everything's so exact. This one prefers more flexibility. He is glad another eye is here who understands, because we must move quickly here if we are to protect the Dominion. We must find Peladil, of course. This one tracked his stinking hide here after he stole the staff of Magnus. He's the boss of the Veiled Heritance now, and he has allies here in Woodhearth. Dirty traitors who conspire against Queen Irene. This we do not know yet, but Razumdar has devised the perfect way to flush these rats from their hidey holes. If they had an opportunity to assassinate the Queen, surely they would take advantage of it, yes? No, Razumdar will be the Queen instead, if this mage does his job, of course. We will go soon, so Raz must prepare. Speak to Trithane Fariel. She can tell you more about the traitors who are helping Peladil. This one would ask a favor. If the Thalmor mage turns Razumdar into a monkey, you must exact vengeance. Oh, and you would need to track down Peladil on your own. Raz hopes this will not be the case, though. Razumdar thought the Vicereeve was a clawless coward. Always going on with Prince name on this and Prince name on that. So pathetic. But he is more tricky now. All this one knows is that Peladil is near and that he has the staff of Magnus. Last time this one saw Naaman, he was still quite dead. But Peladil wouldn't drag around the prince's corpse just to make sure he gets a proper burial. Some sort of necromancy must be planned, but why? Naaman can't rule the Dominion if he is undead. You share Razumdar's distaste, yes? We must accept them, though. The Thalmor were sent to Woodhearth when the Dominion was formed. This port is critical for trade, and there is concern it could be a target for enemy spies or for the Maumur. Battle Reeve or Selmo issued the orders, but Queen Irene gave her blessing. She prefers not to send a Thalmor to every city in the Dominion, but in this case, she had little choice. Even Trithain Fariel agrees they are needed. Of course, wherever there is sea, there is the threat of the Sea Elves. They've sought to conquer these shores for centuries, and the rise of the Dominion has only served to provoke them. The Thalmor help boost the city's defenses. A perfect illusion, he says, to make Razumdar look like Queen Irene. This one prefers a regular disguise, but Trithain Fariel doubts that would suffice. You should speak to her so we can get on with this.
So you're the one who's going to accompany the cat on this square-brained scheme of his. I hope you realize what you're up against. These traitors in our city have sought to stir up rebellion since the day King Camoran joined the Dominion. So you'd think, but we've never caught any of the traitors. They may not actually be Bosmer at all. Our enemies are always one step ahead of us. Roman doesn't want to believe it, but I think it's obvious there's a spy among the Thalmor. No, we've gone to great pains to keep Razumdar's plans secret. The spy must believe that Irene is really here. There have been rumors that the Maormer plan to raid us, so we've put word out that the Queen has come to make sure the city's safe. Yes, mad as the cat may be, his plan might actually work. The story is that the Queen wants to personally investigate the old Imperial underground. You'll escort her there to meet Astaril, a Thalmor officer we suspect may be a spy. Ha! The cat didn't tell you, did he? No, we can't send any guards. We don't know who we can trust. He thinks the two of you can handle it, though. I don't know if I'd call that confidence or foolhardiness, but I hope Bandar is with you either way.
As soon as Xanadu gets the spell right and turns your friend into a queen. Assuming this works, you and Razumdar should leave for the Imperial Underground straight away. Oh, here we go now. It's about time.
Very convincing. But is the illusion applied everywhere? Perhaps this one should take a moment in private to double-check, yes?
There were no miscalculations, I assure you. Now excuse me, I must wash the smell of cat from my robes.
Raz looks good in this form, but then Raz always looks good. Queen Irene could maybe learn a thing or two from this one. A fair point. Raz, I will keep that in mind. You have spoken with the Trithain then? You understand my genius plan, yes? Yes. There we will find out the truth about this Thalmor officer Astaril. She's quite the beauty, I'm told, but traitors are never what they seem, yes? This one is... no. I'm ready when you are. Be ready. This one is counting on you to watch her back. Astril, is that you?
Yes. Come closer, my queen. I have something for you.
What is this?
A gift in memory of Prince Naaman. Vice-Reeve Peladil sends his regards.
You will die, and the true king of Alinor will rise again.
Well, that hurt. Raz will be fine. A few burns will not kill this one. But for the moment, he thinks you should press on alone. You must catch Asteril and find out where Peladil is hiding. She used some kind of magic to escape, but it was not a portal, so she cannot have gone far. She must still be here, somewhere in these tunnels.
No matter. I will recognize. Changes nothing.
Hey, what's a little
Raz heard sounds of fighting. Did you catch up with Asteril? Were you able to question her about Peladil? Dark moons. If Asteril got away, we will have to track her down. And the Veiled Heritance is here? That is troubling. Razumdar suspected a few might have come, but he did not expect them to be here in any numbers. Some of Razumdar's contacts warned him that the Veiled Heritance was not putting all its hopes on Prince Naaman, that they had backup plan. Naaman is dead. This must be backup plan. Possibly. If they cannot rule the Dominion, perhaps they would destroy it by attacking Valenwood. But Raz would not have thought the Heritage could muster enough manpower. Let us go. We must tell Trithe and Fariel what we have learned.
If what Razumdar says is true, the city of Woodhearth owes you a debt. Of course, if the city's attacked and destroyed, that won't be worth much. Maybe we can prevent that. The cat said you found orders from Vicereeve Peladil. Can I see them? Damn! This proves that Peladil is planning something here. Something even bigger than killing the Queen. I'm glad you brought it to light. I just hope it's not too late for us to do something about it. There's something about Peladil's orders. The reference to Astral seems strange, and a Roman still refuses to believe she betrayed us. Either way, Astral's the key to unraveling this mess. We need to question her and find out what she knows. Well, if she hasn't realized we're onto her, we might be able to catch her by surprise. She might be down at the Thalmor residence right now. I assume a Roman will want to be there when you confront her. The three of you should go quickly, though. Even if Astral's fled the city, you might be able to find some clues about Peladil's plans in her quarters. Let's hope you find something, because otherwise, we don't have much to go on. Not much, really. I heard he just followed Prince Naaman around like a little lost puppy. Now he runs off with Naaman's body, steals the Staff of Magnus, and takes charge of the Veld Heritance. It seems this puppy might have a bite after all.
This is preposterous. Astral has risked her life for the Dominion more times than I can count. She is one of my best officers. I refuse to believe this irresponsible slander until I have spoken with her myself. You must understand, one doesn't become a Thalmor agent until their loyalty is proven beyond question. If Astral confesses, or if we find substantial proof, I will admit I was wrong. Until then, I remain extremely skeptical. This is Thalmor business, and I am going to the Thalmor residence to confront Astral myself. You are welcome to accompany me if you choose. You see? It's clear that Astral has been dead for some time, so she cannot have been the one you saw in the Imperial tunnels. I told you, say what you will about the Thalmor, but we do not have traitors in our midst. Her death troubles me greatly, but the integrity of the Thalmor is of greater concern, and I am pleased to be proven right in that respect. With that concern behind us, we can finally start searching for the true source of this treachery. Undoubtedly, it was the same person that assumed her likeness and attempted to assassinate the Queen, Razumdar. Speaking of the cat, it seems he may have found something.
This one looks forward to pouncing upon an unsuspecting Peladil. This nonsense is becoming tiresome. There could be some useful evidence down here. Let us look closely before moving on. Astaril had a sister? A twin, perhaps? That would explain much. Raz suspects these tunnels will reveal the rest.
Perfect. My favorite people. The very faces of my failure. And now you've tracked me down just to watch me die? You're just like my sister and the rest of the Thalmor. No sympathy whatsoever. Funny you should ask. I was wondering the same thing. Then I realized he lured me here so his assassins could kill me. This is my reward for my loyal service. A blade in my gut, and a nice cold tomb. Planning? Oh, he's well past that point. As we speak, his armies are storming the shore, up at Seaside Sanctuary. Once they've got a foothold there, they'll conquer all of Valenwood. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Of course not. They're just one prong of the mighty trident with which Peladil will smite the Dominion. He signed a treaty with the Malma, and with the Staff of Magnus he's going to raise an army of undead. Yes, your days are numbered, all right. It's simple enough. The Sea Elves have always coveted these shores. If they help Peladil dismantle the Dominion, he's agreed to give them Valenwood. It's not like these damn Bosma have done anything other than cause us trouble. You mean elsewhere? Far as I know, Peladil doesn't even care. He just wants the Somerset Isles. I don't even think he wants to rule them himself. As long as they're ruled by someone other than Naaman's sister. Of course. Who better to lead an undead army than an undead prince? And if Peladil brings him back, Naaman will be bound by the Vicereeve's will. No longer will Peladil need to worry about the prince making bad decisions. Ha! Peladil says he's under no illusions about that fact. But he still gets rather glossy-eyed when speaking about Naaman. I suspect he still harbors some hope that the prince will play a role in the future he has envisioned. Irene is a false queen. And the Aldmeri Dominion is a pathetic joke. Nothing can change that fact, even Peladil turning on me. I'd gladly sacrifice my life to bring about the Dominion's downfall. It means my life was worth something. Having her as a twin was torture. While she climbed the ranks of the Thalmor, I was perceived as a failure. When Peladil recruited me, it was my turn to shine. I have no regrets. In the end, Asterel and I both lost our lives for the cause. Just leave me to die. I wouldn't accept your help, and you'd be better off not offering. It's too late. He can't be stopped.
The Veiled Heritance and the Maumar. Just like old times, yes?
Razumdar explained how we were fooled by Lauril. I wish I had time to show proper gratitude, but he also told me that an army of Maumar, led by Vicereeve Peladil, is making landing on our shores. Is this true? Damn. Honestly, I rather hoped he misheard. I suppose that's rarely the case. Very well then. I will muster the city's defenses, but there is only so much we can do. I'm certainly glad you're here. You and Razumdar may be our best hope. You should get to Seaside Sanctuary as soon as possible. If we strike the Maumar hard enough there, we might be able to drive them back out to sea before they get a foothold on the shore. I'll send anyone I can spare, but the city comes first. There is an outpost at the sanctuary with a few soldiers, if it hasn't been overrun. Go through the Serpent's Grotto and look for Major Serenway. She's the commanding officer.
Razumdar simply cannot believe a little weasel like Peladil could come up with such a genius plan. But we will find a way to stop him. This one will make his own way to Seaside Sanctuary. He will see you there.
Those frozen faces. I can't go down there. I don't want to end up like...
Unless you're here to help us, I'd ask that you be on your way.
Are you the one they sent to aid our cause? Go right on through.
This passage will take you to the sanctuary. Major Serenway is waiting with further orders. We'll hold this side of the passage to ensure no trouble comes from behind.
The jaws of the Dominion close upon Peladil now. He will not escape this time.
The hour of our glory is nigh. Razumdar forewarned me of your coming, and I have considered our circumstances carefully in light of that. I have the utmost faith in your capabilities, and I am confident that your arrival is an augur of our victory. Indeed. We have fought alongside many of the same soldiers, and word travels quickly when it involves heroics such as those attributed to you. I have anticipated the chance to meet you in person, and I am pleased the opportunity has finally arrived. This, my friend, is the calm before the storm. Our storm. The Maormer believe that holding hostages will prevent us from taking action, but we will not allow such cowardice to determine our course. We will act, and we will act decisively. We charge into their encampment, rescue the hostages, and slaughter their commanders. This full scout we captured gave us their locations. You and Razumdar shall spearhead our attack. One of you to handle the hostages, the other on the commanders. More brave soldiers arrive soon from Marbrook. We will rally them here and prepare to launch a full-scale attack. When your task is done, light the beacon in the lighthouse. That will be our signal to charge in and drive the bastards back to the sea. Olmian, Mayritel, and Bashira, all very influential in their own way. We need to ensure they're freed before we launch a full-scale attack. Husband of the Tree Thane of Woodhearth, Fariel. As good a fighter and tracker as any Wood Elf I've known. Just shows how Peladil caught even the best of us off guard. A respected noble from Somerset. She was on her way to Eldenroot to meet with the Thalmor. You might imagine the problems it would cause if something happened to her. Around here, they call him the Fat Cat. Wealthiest merchant in Woodhearth, but don't think his influence is limited to the city. Money moves, you know. More brave soldiers arrive soon from Marbrook. We will rally them here and prepare to launch a full-scale attack. The Maormer fight as a unit. Like a crew loyal to their ship's captain, the Maormer will follow the commander's orders without hesitance. Remove the commander and they will fall into disarray. At least long enough for our strike to overwhelm them. He's a prisoner of war, so he'll be treated accordingly, of course. Unless he tries to escape, in which case we'll bury him neck deep on the beach at low tide and let the sea decide his fate.
Time to do what we do best, yes? This should be fun. Excellent. Many opportunities for heroism, adventure, and thrilling tales after the fact. So, my friend, what will it be? Will you tend to the hostages, or take out their commanders? Raz does not mind getting dirty. It is safe to say blood looks good on Raz. Take Larnil's armor if you don't think you can go unnoticed. It is not fashionable, but at least you will blend in. Raz has cooked up just the thing. Invisibility potions. One for each hostage. Good for frightened non-combatants. A waste for talented ones like us. Always. Raz will see you at the lighthouse when our tasks are completed. Bright moons guide your steps.
You mean there's not gonna be a hostage exchange? Dirt-eating liars! We'll kill you all and feed your remains to the seagulls!
You cut my bindings? You're not one of them, are you? I can tell. Please, get me out of here. It was terrible. I was having a nice glass of wine with Bashira when suddenly... Wait, did he do this to me? How awful. I overheard them talking about this only being a diversion. Do your allies know about that? A potion? I see. Thank you. Don't do anything too heroic, okay? I'd like to think I might see you again under different circumstances.
I told the last of your cretins that I was more than adequate for the time being, thank you. I would appreciate some privacy. Rescue me. Ha! From fine wine, salted pork, and clean skooma before bed? You do not imprison Bashira. At best, you attempt to negotiate an appealing outcome. Yes, I was captured along with the others, but as soon as the sack was removed from my head, I bartered my way into a more comfortable situation. A simple promise of gold to fund my captives' efforts in exchange for comfort and security. If they win, I hold to that and keep my position under different rule. If they do not, I am rescued and nothing changes. You see, Bashira always wins. What? The battle was never supposed to take place here. The plan was to attack Woodheart. The Dominion was not supposed to know this was the staging ground. If what you say is true, then Bashira sees the winning side. I will do as you ask. I will. Come and see me in Woodhearth after this is all over. Perhaps I owe you a drink.
I won't kill your precious Fariel. When we take Woodhearth, I'll keep her.
What? Who are... speak of her now, snake charmer. Release me, or you're next. A rescue, eh? That's all very flattering, but I'm never unprepared. Keep a dagger in my boot for just such an occasion. I can escape on my own just fine. Any word about Fariel? Is she okay? Fine. Are we fighting our way out? I don't have a way to disguise myself. Invisibility? Excellent. I'll make for the bridge. Drop a few of those briny barnacle lovers for me.
God's mercy. What's going on? Why don't you just kill me? To let me linger like this, it's wrong. Wait, you're not one of them, are you? Where in oblivion am I? Who are you? Vice Reeve Peladil, that monstrous bastard. He captured us in Woodhearth and brought us here for some evil ritual. He bled us, mutilated us. He ripped out our eyes. Gods, do I even look normal anymore? No, I'm not all right. I'm dying. And it's just as well. It was that bitch, Asteril's sister. She pretended to be Asteril and ordered us into the Imperial Underground. Then the Veiled Heritants ambushed us. They needed sacrifices for the ritual. They were raising Prince Naaman from the dead, bringing him back and imbuing him with some terrible power. Peladil kept talking about how the prince would lead an undead army. But I don't think it worked out the way he hoped. When Naaman came back, he wasn't the same. Sounded like some evil spirit was speaking through him. He spat in Peladil's face. Then he just left. Peladil was furious. He stormed out a little later. That's all I was able to hear. No. My eyes are gone. I'm probably scarred all over my body. Please, I just want to die. All I ask, just make them pay for this.
Badly hurt.
Send another score and same. I could cut down sea vipers all day long. Well done, my friend. We'll have the sanctuary back under control quickly now, but we can't stop here. The battle's only just begun. So I had hoped. But it seems Viceroy Paladel has taken to sea even before we arrived. I suspect he may attempt to flee when he realizes his forces have lost the shore. That's why you must go after him. You must ensure Paladel does not escape. Captain Jimala and her crew have retaken the Prowler, and she says the ship's fit for action. They're ready to set sail as soon as you get on board. May the winds be at your back, my friend, and may Paladel fall quickly to your strength.
There you are. Impressive work back there. The Maormer didn't know what hit them when our forces stormed in, and I've got my ship back. Of course, the Prowler's been sitting at dock too long. She's ready to pounce on that bastard Paladil as soon as we catch him. And catch him soon we will. You have the captain's word on it. Good. The sooner we're underway, the sooner we can catch Paladil. Raise anchor!